It's the Driving Home Stage, brought to you by Lone Star Beer, the national beer of Texas. Yeah. Talking to Paul Thorn, the Driving Home Stage, brought to you by Lone Star Beer. Got to ask you about Pimps and Preachers.
All right.
That was the first song I ever heard from Paul Thorn.
Yeah.
And that was when I went, all right, I get this guy.
Yeah.
Talk about Pimps and Preachers.
Okay, well, my father, as I said, was a Pentecostal preacher, but his brother, my uncle, was a pimp, a real pimp. I mean, a man that made his living with women, you know, selling their bodies and giving him the money. That's a terrible thing, but those are the two people that were my mentors when I was a kid, and I spent a lot of time around my uncle and my father, and I learned about the bright side of life and the dark side of life, and it's really served me well as I went out into the broader world, but, you know, to know a little bit about both sides, because when you go out there, if you only get your information from one source, you'll be ignorant and unprepared.
Good point. That's awesome. All right, so you mind doing that one?
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, sure. I'll see here.
Rita had her request. Was that your request you're going to ask for?
No, I want to hear a different song whenever y'all are ready. I'm going to keep Paul Thorn here this afternoon and just make him sing to me.
My daddy had a Cadillac, my uncle drove a Ford. One was Satan's angel and one worked for the Lord. They had some hard-earned wisdom, they both became my teachers. I was a young disciple of Pimps and Preachers. They kept me under their wings, but when I passed the test, they gave me a pinstripe suit and pushed me from the nest. Now I'm standing on the corner recruiting hungry seekers. I'm starting a new religion, I call it Pimps and Preachers. One took me through the darkness, one led me to the light. One showed me how to love, one taught me how to fight. I guess you could say I am an overachiever, and I owe a debt of gratitude to Pimps and Preachers. You can stand there and do nothing, but if you want to go far, don't try to please everybody and be proud of who you are. Get out there in the game, don't sit up in the bleachers. That is the philosophy of Pimps and Preachers. One took me through the darkness, one led me to the light. One showed me how to love, one taught me how to fight. I guess you could say I am an overachiever, and I owe a debt of gratitude to Pimps and Preachers.
Yeah, very good.
Y'all clap. I appreciate y'all clapping. I actually left out a verse, but it was too late to back up. I had to continue on.
That's a radio condensed edit.
That's the condensed
That's
radio
the edited
edit.
version, yeah.
Awesome. Paul Thorn hanging out with us. You stick around and do another one?
Yeah.
Talk some more. Got to find out more about Paul Thorn. He's got a new album. Not just the, you say the word album, record. I mean, this is like a real record, Paul.
Yeah, we did a limited edition vinyl. You know, a lot of people are buying vinyl and interested in listening to records again.
The way they sound.
Yeah, they sound, the little crackle sound sounds really nice. And that used to be something really cool. When you buy a record, you'd sit and read it and listen to it at the same time. It was a nice experience. Mediocrity
is king. We'll talk about that and more with Paul Thorn right after this on Austin's KOKE-FM. It's the Driving Home Stage, brought to you by Lone Star Beer, the national beer of Texas.